Okay, so if the video 2 days ago was all about wide bodies and airplanes from the previous week's expo, this one's about what makes flying them actually fun. FSExpo 2025 gave us a sneak peek into the future of flight sim tools, from major camera system upgrades to immersive sound, training platforms, and even mentorship programs, which is relatively new to the space and something that I was pretty excited about when I saw. So let's dive into all the utilities and quality of life magic that was revealed at FSExpo 2025. Goes without saying, of course, that if you like what you're watching, please do give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. So let's get through this quick sponsored segment and get right into it. Now here's something you don't want to miss. Tobii Gaming is offering 15% off their Tobii Eye Tracker 5 until July the 13th. And they're also running a sweepstake campaign where you could win one for free. Details are in the description section down below. Now, if you're not familiar with the Tobii Eye Tracker 5, well, it's an incredible piece of gear that I personally use for every flight here on FlyBy Simulations. It's an eye and head tracking device that offers the immersion of VR without needing a full VR headset. With 6 degrees of freedom, it tracks your head and eye movements across all spatial dimensions, letting you look around the cockpit or even out of the window just by moving pretty much naturally. And don't worry, it works flawlessly even if you're wearing glasses, using a curved monitor, or flying in low light conditions. So if you've ever wanted to elevate your simming experience and pick this product up, now's the perfect time to check it out. So don't forget, 15% off until July 13th, plus a chance to win one for free in their sweepstake. The links and the details are all in the description section down below. And now let's get back to the video. So then, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with Parallel 42, who pretty much carpet bombed FSExpo with announcements from the very get-go. The biggest one was a new update for ChasePlane, their flagship product. Now, for those using it as their go-to camera system, this one's a solid quality of life upgrade coming to the mod. They've done a full code refactor to make it more stable apparently, even under edge case scenarios. And yes, the refactor has now made Tobii support also possible, which is of course the sponsor of today's video. So if you've got the Tobii eye tracker, things are also about to get buttery smooth on the ChasePlane front. Some of the new features that are going to be coming with these updates include the likes of named shortcuts, the ability to check multiple views to create custom cinematics, toggling between default cameras and ChasePlane, simplifying that process, which is always good, and even stable versus experimental release branches for early adopters like a bunch of mods are doing these days. Now, they did also confirm Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 support is actively in the works, which is exciting, though not quite ready for public builds just yet. Beyond ChasePlane, they also did tease some updates for Flow, which is their quick access radial menu tool, I guess we'll call it, and shared that it'll also be supporting MSFS 2024 before long. Next up then, let's move on to SoFly, who also shared a mix of excitement and a bit of slight disappointment in my head, really, especially with the first thing we're about to talk about. So let's start with the bummer. The Cabin Announcement Pro product has been delayed to Q1 of 2026. Now, originally this was slated for late 2024, so it's quite a bit of a bummer. The team did admit that the project turned out to be much bigger beast than expected, but to their credit, they're not half-baking it. The good news here is that it will be a one-time purchase, so it's not going to be a subscription product like some of the other add-ons and mods are turning out to be in the flight simulation community these days. It will cover a range of global airline announcements, and it does come with a custom panel that they have promised is beautiful. That's their words, not mine. It was just in the article. Check more of it out in the description section of the video if you guys are interested. Now, on to the good stuff. Their new project is something called Aircraft Sound Enhancer. This is a full soundscape upgrade for your sim. Think wind noise, touchdown rumbles, turbulence, rattles, and even some of the localized ATC ambient chatter. It reminds me of FS Realistic Pro, but I think a little bit more nuanced and more sound related specifically, instead of any of the camera related features you get with FS Realistic Pro. So some of the main features with this include over 500 individual sound effects, dynamic audio reactions tied to actual sim conditions, volume customization per aircraft, community sharing for user-made sound profiles, and more. So the release for this product is planned around summer 2025, and yeah, it's for both MSFS 2020 and 2024, so if it lives up to the demo, it could be a game changer for immersion without tanking performance. Apparently, all the audio is being done by the Echo 19 studio, who are emerging as somewhat of legends in the flight simulation community, which is nice to see, and yeah, good stuff all around. Next up then, let's talk about FlightControlSpotter, the latest tool from Fabio Merlo, aka the mind behind Flight Control Replay, the replay tool. This one's for all the plane spotters out there. FlightControlSpotter lets you do a few things such as saving custom viewing locations, which is something that the default Microsoft Flight Simulator also allows you to do, but this simplifies that process. It allows you to search by the ICAO code of the airport you're at and then transport yourself into the tower of that airport. You can also snap in-sim screenshots like a pro and even use a nearest tower view to get that realistic spotting perspective. I know that there's a lot of people out there that like it. It's a niche, sure, but the fact that it was built out of Fabio's own love for plane spotting does give it a bit of a charm, I think, that simmers will appreciate. So if you're into virtual AvGeek photography, this one might be one that you could add to your new sandbox. Next up on the list, and this one's probably the most impactful in my personal opinion long-term, is Navigraph Academy. So Navigraph officially has taken the wraps off their new learning platform. It's a free web-based training hub built to teach real aviation concepts using the same tools pretty much we already use from Navigraph, including the likes of their charts service, their data service, as well as their sim logs service. Some of the notable features with this include the likes of reading materials, animations, quizzes, and exams, even long-form video lessons. It's pretty much a full course into aviation done virtually through your flight simulation platforms. So essentially you're using real-world workflows and you're applying them inside your simulator. So they've also given a quick hint as to what the first course is going to be, which is a virtual private pilot license curriculum. From there, they'll go on to roll out more over time. They've also partnered with OSM Aviation Academy, apparently, which adds legit aviation pedigree to the project. Not to say that Navigraph don't have that aviation pedigree. I mean, they've pretty much been a staple of my flight simulation journey from the very beginning. And once you do complete a course, you can practice your flights in the sim, and of course Navigraph will log your results as well. So super clean system, everything's vertically integrated and built into the Navigraph ecosystem. No firm release date yet, but they have promised updates soon, and they're actively collecting feedback from the community on what topics to build next. So if you guys are interested, be sure to reach out to them, and I'm sure they'll take your opinions into consideration. Last one for today then is the Pilot Club's mentorship program. Now this one's a simple but meaningful idea, I'd say. You basically pair new simmers with experienced mentors and then walk them through everything from the likes of VFR and IFR basics, airliner ops, ATC procedures, or just flying smarter in general. So unlike their former ATO flight school, which offers structured courses like the PPL, the IR, and the VATSIM training and stuff like that, this new program is actually supposed to be more casual. So it's more of a go at your own pace, personalized training from sim veterans, and something that I really wish I had when I was starting out on this hobby. Now, I do realize that the marketplace and the entire ecosystem around this has changed. There's content creators that are creating detailed tutorials and stuff now, but the idea of actually getting real person-to-person support from experienced simmers, even for the likes of things like, hey, if there's technical support required, Lord knows that I've fixed so many technical problems in my time being a flight simmer. I think connecting two sides of this flight simulation coin that we're all part of is a pretty cool idea. And it's a great way to lower the barrier to entry for new simmers. So it's definitely good to see the community focus remain strong as the tech gets more advanced. So yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. No flashy liveries or new cockpits in this one, but some serious power-ups to the simming experience across the board. From new sounds to smoother cameras, guided learning, and creative tools, FSExpo 2025 did for sure prove that the utility side of the sim world is just as exciting as the aircrafts themselves. And speaking of the aircraft, if you guys haven't checked out that video, that was the previous video we made 2 days ago, so definitely do check it out. We have great news about the A350, 2 A340s coming to the sim, as well as some PMDG 747 news. I'll drop the link right around the end of the video, I guess. And hey, don't forget, last chance to grab that Tobii Eye Tracker 5 at 15% off, or enter the free sweepstake before July 13th as well. Links in the description. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content. As usual, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for flying by.